Welcome back, folks, to 100 Hats Gaming. You didn't miss a thing. We are here in episode 13 now, I believe. I was talking in the last episode about old friends, and that same year, senior in high school, I was in the drama club. And I've done theater since a very young age, but I only did theater with my high school for 1 year, my senior year. And I did it partially because my then girlfriend was involved, and I wanted to spend time with her, you know, try to do the good boyfriend thing. Partially because I wasn't happy with the role I'd gotten in the community theater I was part of that year and wanted to do something more with my senior year of high school. And largely because my good friend John, who I mentioned in the episode 3, I think, with the Nut Punch You Mario Kart story. Maybe that's episode 4, I think. Still, John was doing both that year, so the two of us kind of took it upon ourselves to say, yeah, we can do this, we can be in 2 plays at once, it'll be fine. And it was alright. There were rough parts. It was a lot of split rehearsals overlapping and having to prioritize. And for me, I was cast in a pretty large role for the high school show, whereas John was cast for a large role for cast. And it kind of was interesting. We're still really close. We were still really close friends. We only really stopped being as close when we both went off to college at different points. But it was, because we were each bigger in a different show, we each had slightly different priorities, which changed things around a little bit. I played Charlemagne in a production of Pippin. If any of you guys know the show Pippin, it's kind of out there and weird and different because you're playing actors putting on a show. In the spoiler alert of Pippin, which is a play that's been out for hundreds of years, so I don't feel that bad. But you spend the entire time trying to convince the actor playing Pippin that in the final scene he must set himself on fire for real in order to make it the greatest performance ever. And he must do this because his life is not amounting to anything. Which does not sound funny, I'm sure. But what was funny was little things like just the repeated recurring jokes in the show that became our jokes throughout high school then, that year. Like, anytime someone was depressed, we'd just walk up to them and start singing the song that we sang in the final scene to encourage the character to set himself on fire. Which is really morbid when you think about it. That, oh, I'm having a bad day. We just walk up and be like, think about the sun, Pippin. And they'd hate us, all kinds of other things. But there are other things, like, one of the scenes my character was heavily involved with involved going to war against Visigoths, and the line of the point is something along the lines of sounds of glory were in the air, and then 2 characters, one of whom of course was John's character, just walk on stage and go, glory, and then leave. It's just kind of, you know, the quick little one-shot. I hate Sand Attack. Just a quick little one-shot gag. Oh, you suck. Got to go back to the Pokemon Center again. Should have just switched you out as soon as all that Sand Attacks went through. Nope, you're dead. Great. Here, maybe you could at least... Oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize Sing's sound wouldn't play if you're in Red Zone. Neat. I learn something new every day. So anyway, I won like an award or something at the right near the end of the semester after the show had gone up. But as I'm walking up on stage to shake the hand of the teacher who gave me the award, I just hear like dozens of voices out in the audience, which is the entire school yelling, "Glory!" repeatedly. And, you know, other people might have gotten more applause or more cheers, but nobody else had people yelling "Glory" at them, so I felt pretty good about that at the time. We got up to a lot of no good, though, when we were in that year. Like, making fun of, like, the one scene, the guy kind of, like, got attention from a bunch of different girls, and comments about him, you know, getting an inappropriate boner on stage, like, all kinds of just bad humor, but we were kids, basically. Like, I know it doesn't, any of you guys who are in high school, I know it doesn't feel like you're a kid, but after the shit I've seen and gotten up to in college, I look back at high school and I'm like, those were good times. Even though I hated high school at the time, I still look back and I'm like, I had fun. And so that's what you should, if you take away anything from this, it's take away, have fun, because everyone else is going to, you might as well have fun too. I mentioned in a different video about doing a theater performance with my college, and that was not nearly as good of a performance as either how my high school did or how my college did. But it was fun because theater for me has always been a very social thing. It's always been a way for me to be social because I'm, like, as I've said before, very introverted. But it has put me in some peculiar situations over the years. Like, my first, that same show, Pippin, I was cast opposite, I played, King Charlemagne was cast opposite of the character Fastrada. Is it Fastrada? Is that who it is? I think it's Fastrada. I don't know. It's been a while. So the girl who played my wife in this show also won Homecoming Queen that same year. Like, you can't write this shit. And I was kind of a nobody, like, where I wish I'd been a nobody. Unfortunately, everyone knew who I was. That was worse. It's one thing to be the kid no one knows, another thing to be the kid everyone knows and is the butt of everyone's jokes. Not rap. The most overpowered move in Gen 1. Oh, come on. How long does this continue? Oh, I can move again. Quick. Oh, you're faster than me? This is gonna go poorly. Ah, yes. Lock him into sleep. I got how overpowered Ekans is in Gen 1. He's got a decent speed stat, and Rap can just keep your opponent trapped forever. And Sleep Powder can do the same thing, but Rap does damage at the same time, too, so... Oh, Gen 1 Pokemon games, you have so many problems. As I say, yeah, so being cast opposite of the Homecoming Queen was... I mean, it was fine, because she didn't... Like, it's not like she was snotty or anything. It was like she didn't do anything wrong. It was just, like, awkward for me, because, like, I never considered... Back then, I had such low self-esteem, I couldn't imagine dating anyone like that, or marrying anyone like that. It just was a weird situation. Another one was when I was in kindergarten. My first ever theater performance I did was how much did Double Slap gonna do more damage than Pound? This is my new go-to move. But that was just 2 hits. So time for a little science. Let's see how much damage Pound does and compare. Looks like Pound does a little bit more than 2 hits, but Double Slap will presumably sometimes do more than 2. When I was in kindergarten, I was in this performance of Peter Pan. And I just played a Lost Boy, and I was adorable, if I do say so myself. I ran around in a little cowboy costume, and I even had lines and stuff, like as a kindergartner. And I was probably the youngest Lost Boy there, actually. And I really enjoyed being part of the performance. But an interesting moment for me was... Can I catch an Abra in this grass? I think I can catch an Abra. Alright, I think... I don't know that I'm going to train Abra, because as much as Abra and Kadabra are awesome... Nope, never mind. I thought maybe my Clefairy was faster, I could use Sing and put it to sleep. Yeah, I don't know that I'm going to train Abra, because I won't be able to evolve a Kadabra, but the idea of having a Pokemon that could use Teleport in my party is, attractive to me, to say the least, because I could save me some time walking back to the Pokemon Center, because I'm lazy. I guess we'll just throw a Pokeball and hope for the best. Nope, didn't work. Alright folks, this has been Nico for Huntrats Gaming. I'll finish up that story about, after doing Peter Pan in Kindergarten in the next episode, so stay tuned. Moral of today's stories, everyone else in the world's gonna have fun, so you might as well have fun too. Take care, folks.